Oh boy. Oh boy, I gotta tell you, my friends, today might be the day where it happens. It might just be the day where I finally take a knife of sharpness and stab it through my jugular. It might just be it. It might just be it today. But you know what? We're here. We're doing it. A pigcast, specifically pigcast number 171, I believe. Let's see. Pigcast 171. I'm hoping we don't have any miscellaneous audio issues this time. That would make me definitely consider taking up revenge on an innocent group of kids. But we're here and we have an action packed episode as usual. If you're not catching these live, you're missing out. You're missing out if you are, because you miss on the back and forth, which is part of the whole bit. But alas, we have an action packed list of things that I'm going to go through. Specifically, Hell on Earth, which I just saw right now. I can't imagine there's a worse place than what I'm about to show you in a little bit, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Also, dudes really need to... We used to hunt. Men used to hunt. Disney, of course. I can't do a pigcast without bitching and complaining about something related to Disney. Toronto. I don't know what. I guess suggestions made by the Toronto government. England, of course, as per the title of this particular live stream. Also, some other stuff that we'll get to. But as far as these, I want to keep doing these. Obviously, they're fun. They're enjoyable. I've done them less and less in the past couple weeks. But that's only specifically because I've been working dick deep on my my new book, Hems and Fantasy. So I've been working on it. It's kind of annoying because it's not the writing process that annoys me. It's the laying out process that annoys me more than anything. So I've been laying it out and doing all the other stuff that comes with that. And it's really obnoxious. I'm not necessarily someone that's good with graphic design, but I've copied essentially what is Scams and Fantasies. And that's what I've replicated with my book. But that's why I haven't been doing as many of these. I've been working kind of on that. And already the first, we got to reset these puppies. But I guess you could be in a worse scenario. You could be in a worse situation than having to work aggressively on a book or being aggressively on a magic book. You could be here. You could be in this particular place. Now, I have to imagine the smell of this venue. I don't know if I've shown this before. Maybe that it's Miami Music Week, and then this is normal in a lot of Miami pools down in the beach. But what is this? What's this here specifically? You see this one talking to this guy. There's that one guy that looks, fit. I guess, fit for lack of a better term. But what are you doing surrounded by these cows? Look at this one over here. My goodness. They're definitely all pissing in the water. Let's see what they're singing. What is that? What is that in particular over here? Now, what's interesting is looking at, I guess, the type of characters and the differences in personality, specifically the people that are a little bit more moderate in their attire because they're aware that they're fat pigs. But then you have, for example, let me see if I could show you this one over here wearing what looks like to be some sort of big moo-moo. And then we have this one that doesn't give a fraction of a fuck as to the folds and the rolls that are just emanating. Evanescing from her disgusting gut. I don't know. I can't imagine there being a worse place than that on Earth. And I know you might say, oh, PigCake, some places in Africa don't have any water and food. No, I would argue that this place is worse. And thinking of the smell, it's definitely going to smell like... Ah, boy, how can I quantify that? I'm gonna say asshole. I'm gonna say asshole is definitely a scent that you're gonna smell that for sure. Some butt. You're also gonna smell, I would say, pink sugar. If you're not familiar with that scent, pink sugar is a perfume. I have it. It works well with my I guess my physiognomy. It smells good on me, but it doesn't smell good when you're trying to spray to cover the smell of ass. And you know what's happening. You know what's happening here. I don't have to explain what's happening here in this scenario. This is spring break. There's about, I would say conservatively, 7 girls per room in an Airbnb that's designed for one person. They've all managed to squeeze in there, and they're going to have nothing but arguments the entire time that they're there, and they're going to have nothing but arguments coming back. They're not going to be friends coming back. So that's what you know is happening here. But the total cost of that room rental is approximately $10 per person. And that's not to say that Airbnb has gone cheap on their price. That's specifically because there's just so many bodies in there. And I can't imagine what that shower looks like, but it has to smell absolutely horrid. Gutbuster Mike says, what would it take to smash? I'm talking like a month in jail. Well, a lot of money. A lot of money it would take for sure for me to consider giving. I have good dick. I give good dick. I'm not going to give good dick to a person like that, that's gluttonous, that doesn't care about themselves, that is obviously is in sin, right? Gluttony is a sin. It's in the Bible. Look at it. Read it. My wife always seems to like it, but then again, she's always lying. I don't know what you're referring to here. Maybe something else. Fishing, in reference to fishing. Some of them look like way too old to be at spring break. Ain't it for kids? That's the other part that I noticed too, right? By the way. Spring break is it's not a holiday that's designed for adults necessarily. Spring break is college. College is and high school, middle school as well, but it's a school holiday. Essentially, we have a break for that. So, you know, during spring, you have kids taking a break in college. Depends on the month of March. I know high school is in April from what I remembered. But because I was a teacher, not because I'm preying on the youth. Relax, okay? But these bitches look way too old for any sort of spring break. So they've kind of taken over spring break, literally. You try to be a person that says, hey, what's going on here? Why are you guys taking up the space that should be taken by college kids on our break? You work at the Waffle House. I'm sure you have unlimited PTO. So that's a nightmare. And that's hell on earth. I imagine that if you were to try to torture me and put me in a place that I'm not going to enjoy myself, it would be there. It would be there. It's always raining on my bowl of cherries, says Ben Shapiro. I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe some old-timey reference to particularly better times. I know this is going to be good. We have some absolute stupid laws, and people try to enforce them. I guess you're in reference to the UK, which is the title of this episode, which is that UK has some ridiculous laws. And it's only one. It's only one that I'm going to look at in particular. But even if it's not real, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. Piggy knows the dates and digits for all the youths. Isn't that great? Isn't that suspicious? Isn't that worrisome? Let's see if I could do this. Isn't that suspicious? That I happen to know, spring break, it just so happens to be in April for high school. I don't like that I have to transition back, by the way, to that. I figured out how to do it, but I don't like that I have to transition back, and there's no way around that. But you're right, that does seem pretty terrible. If you want to leave a voicemail, please do so by looking at the link in the description section below. You don't have to put a name or an account. You could just do it anonymously, just like I would want to feel after this. Now, public marriage proposals, right? We've seen them all over Instagram. We see them all over TikTok, and never Pornhub for some odd reason. I guess marriage is encouraged there. But I'm done. I'm tired of them. I don't like them anymore. I used to think they were cute, and oh my God, look at that. Oh, you got your name on the baseball game, honey. I paid $125 for them to put your name, and it says, will you marry me, Muriel? Right? So it's this whole sort of, I guess, thing, and everybody in the stadium goes, oh my God, whoa, look at that. How cute, baby. Look, they're getting married. They're getting married. And all the girls that aren't getting married, they're bitching because they're wondering when they're going to get married. It's never good. It's never good. But it was reasonably cute. I'm not a fan anymore. I hate this. And I think this video is the one that took me and kind of put me in that position. Because I'll just show you. Yeah, I'll show you. But here we have a couple at what looks like to be some sort of baseball game, I assume. I guess I have to refresh it because my internet seems to not be favoring old Piggy today. While it's loading, I guess I'll remind you to check out my books. Available now, linked down below if you want to check those puppies out. Or my playing card. My playing card is also available. Once they're gone. So make sure to pick them up so you don't miss out on a piece of Piggy history, along with the inevitable Netflix documentary that's going to come when I decide to take my revenge. So we're back. We're back. So let's play this. Right? Is there a song playing? Yeah, I can't play that, but I'm so annoyed. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my God. Oh, wow, I'm going to point at it. Oh, no, I'm going to point at it. Oh, yeah. Why? First of all, obviously the man, there's timing here. There's timing. They're not going to have that sign up all day, right? And of course, it's like when you take a video of yourself or a picture and then they're looking at the monitor. So all the pictures and YouTube thumbnails are people looking at the monitor, not at the lens. It's the worst habit I've ever seen, especially girls taking selfies. You know, they're looking at themselves because you see their eyes on the screen, not on the actual lens itself. So all your pictures look retarded. And of course, here we have this one. Oh, look. Yeah, hi, it's me. It's me. Hey, baby, look, how about you pay attention to me? Look at what it says. Oh, yeah, let me just do a little dance. Bitch, pay attention. Pay attention to your man. You know who runs the household. It's definitely her. How long did it take her? And then finally now is when she realized, oh, now it says, are you going to marry me? And of course, that's what it gets to. They do this whole little cute thing. And oh my goodness. Yes, of course. I don't like it. Fuck you. I don't care. Oh my God, they're so happy. Let me be the Grinch. I'm annoyed by that. And more so by the fact that those are expensive. Those are expensive to have your name on that shit. And for the person not to realize it after you pointing at it for a good, I mean, I don't want to say 5 minutes, but you're pointing at it for a good amount of time. Hey, look, read it. Go read it, babe. Read it, babe, read it. It can't be all day. Can't be here all day. So I don't know. To me, it just seems like you've set yourself up for a lifetime of that. And a lot of arguments. And I'm not bad. Don't get the. I know where you're going. All right. I know where you're going, and you need to stop. You need to be better.
Be better.
I know where you're going. All right. You're thinking a certain thing right now. I know that you're thinking it. You thought that I'm thinking it, but I'm not. I'm not because I'm better than you. All right. So I know that you're thinking it, and I just want to tell you, stop it. Get that rut out of your head. We're allowed to marry them now, okay? So imagine if she said no, right? Well, that tends to happen. They tend to be jokes from what I've seen for the most part. Whenever you have like a little skit in one of these baseball games, you see them all the time where like a security guard will pretend to cover the singers or the dancers, and he's like there in their way, and then he starts getting a part of it. I hate those. It reminds me a lot about flash mobs too. Whenever there's a flash mob, there's always one guy that's way too obvious, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy. And then he gets into the fucking shit, and you go, "Yeah, I knew it because I recognize a theater kid from a mile away. I could smell you. You guys don't put on deodorant. Theater kids believe in like crystals." The crystal things that you rub on your armpits. No. You need to put on some sort of actual deodorant. What's this one? I wrote, not wrong, queen. One thing that I have to be a little bit smarter with is this is what I meant earlier, by the way, but we used to hunt. Look at this isn't a thing. I just saw this on my Twitter, my Twatter, my X, if you want to call it that. What is this? What is this physiognomy of man? Could you explain to me? I'm trying to figure out how the head is proportionate. This guy has never done any bit of physical activity, but you know for sure he has nothing but strong opinions. As a matter of fact, I feel like right now he's grabbing that avocado and he's asking himself, is this organic? Is this organic? Is this vegan friendly? Nothing is vegan friendly. Nothing is vegan friendly. Everything takes some sort of interaction with animals. All right? The shirt you're wearing, the fucking pants, the belt, everything. It doesn't matter if it's fake or faux leather. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all had a hand. All right? So shut up with your pipe arms and your tattoos. Oh, people are going to think I'm a tough guy because of my tattoos. No, shut up. So why did I, Not Wrong Queen. Oh, okay, I didn't mean Queen the band. I meant not wrong as in this queen is 100% correct. This video I found by, you see these accounts that are promoting positivity and, oh no, you gotta be positive. And look at this negative Nancy. Look at this person that's thinking negatively and being negative about the planet. No. I'm going to show you right now a queen that is 100% right. That people on Reddit, of course, Reddit, the bastion of logic and knowledge that is Reddit, don't agree with me. But here, I got to say, she's not wrong. She's 100% right. And she's also very hot. That's the other part that makes me feel good about this, that she's very hot. This is what I love in women. My type exactly.
You know what my motivation is? I dress like this on a daily because I want to show off my tan.
Sorry, I got distracted here.
You know what my motivation is? I dress like this on a daily because I want to show off my tan. But I dress like this when I run, and I'm like, bitch, if you're going to be a fat bitch, no one want to see you in that. If you want people to want to see you in this, you better start working out a little bit. You know what my motivation is? I dress like this on a daily because I want to show off my tan. But I dress like this when I run, and I'm like, bitch, if you're going to be a fat bitch, no one want to see you in that. If you want people to want to see you in this, you better start working out a little bit. You know what my motivation is? I dress like this on a daily because I want to show off my tan. But I dress like this when I run, and I'm like, bitch, if you're going to be a fat bitch, no one want to see you in that. If you want people to want to see you in this, you better start working out a little bit. You know what my motivation is? I dress like this on...
How funny would that bit be if I kept going? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below if I just kept watching that over and over again. Would that be a funny bit? Would that be a funny bit? Would that be like, oh, haha, did you see what Piggy did? Piggy played that video, and he played it 9 times because she's very, very hot. She's not wrong. She's 100% right. If you dress like that, it should be because you have a body like that. A perfect example is what I showed you guys earlier, and I'm sorry to have to show it to you guys again. I apologize. Just what you should not be wearing what you're wearing here. You should be inside. You should be worrying about diabetes. You should be concerned about your heart health and your cardio. You should be definitely not drinking. You're definitely defecating and urinating in a body of water that some poor pool boy is gonna have to pick up after you. But what is just the fucking scent? And all of them think they're killing it right now. All these girls think they killing it, when really the only thing they killing is a lot of animals, to make this body, and a lot of inactivity too. It's not just animals; it's inactivity. Eating meats, there's nothing wrong with that, but inactivity is your killer, and it seems like they really don't care. What else here? Please stop. Sex hungry. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. She's very right, and she's very attractive. Where's your breast? Where's your breast? You know, I guess you're referring to that girl. You don't need titties. You don't need titties. A lot of beautiful women don't have voluptuous giant breasts, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. There's nothing that breasts add to the picture other than aesthetic. Obviously, you want some mommy milkers, mama, right? For when you're hopefully birthing children into this planet. But you don't really need them. You don't need pendulous breasts. Now, a good butt does represent birthing hips, right? So it is a good quality for women. But breasts, you're going to still be able to produce milk even if you have size A surfboard titties. So if you're making some sort of point, Stu Batman, as to where her breasts are, well, my breasts, I got that dog in me. I recently got this shirt from Temu.com. So I got that dog in me. I'll never wear this shirt out. I only wear it maybe to my friend's house. The quality is also pretty AIDS. I feel like if I shower in this, fuck. If I clean this shirt once, it's probably gonna fall apart. Piggy, I'm sorry. We, the chat, do not find you to be the Andy Kaufman of cute girl YouTube shorts. Do not find you the Andy Kaufman. Oh, okay. All right. I guess okay. All right. You're answering my question, whether or not the bit would be funny. Stu Batman says, my wife lost 4 stone last year and she's in a wheelchair, so there's no excuse. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm sorry, Stu Batman. Congrats that your wife is back to being a snack, I assume. 4 stone does sound like a lot of weight. But
what kind of America is this? Yes, put it on Facebook.
What the fuck is stone? I'm sorry. It's not a real thing. It's a made-up thing that people from England compare and say, no, it's about the... I was talking about her breasts, but yours are looking nice. Thank you. I've been doing my my push-ups. You could see I could do the titty bounce, right? I've been doing some chest. I need to do more exercise because I have been drinking a little bit more recently. Not because of anything, but just because we have more opportunities to go out. We just have more chances to go out. One of my very best friends. Best friends is a very gay concept, by the way. You shouldn't ever say you have a best friend. But one of my better friends recently moved back nearby, so we've been going and enjoying partaking in a brand new bar that opened up, which I'm very, very happy about. I went to the bar by myself the other day, by the way, which is something, you should do often as a man. And it's a great thing. Now, I didn't go for the purpose of picking up bitches, right? People think, oh, you're going to bar picking up bitches. Sometimes you just want to get away from the vicinity, the environment in which you are, and you just want to sit there. You want to have something nice, and you want to just stare at the drinks, look at the TV, check out the bartender, right? Look at the people around you. You just want to be there and enjoy just a nice little beverage in that classic male environment. And they're trying to take that away from us with these fucking breweries. Oh, this beer was made out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and it was frosted in the winds of Hagamandala, and we brought it here for you to try the beer that I... Shut up. I want Budweiser. I want Yingling. Give me a Corona. Give me some Makers. Give me some Jack. That's what I want. I don't want to have a beer that, this whiskey was concocted by a wizard. Ugh, fuck off. So I recommend it for everybody to just go to the bar by yourself. Don't look for bitches at the bar. Bitches shouldn't be allowed in the bar, first of all. A standard dive bar, bitches should not be allowed. That's my rule. If I had a dive bar, I'm sorry, but I'm having days that's men only, because they're loud and abrasive, and there were girls next to me that brought their own mixers to the bar, and they're trying to be quirky and cute, and they tell the fucking the bartender, hey, we brought our mixers, could you make us a drink with this? No. And of course, because the bar owner and the bartender is a phenomenal place, they acquiesce to things, and if you bring a mixer, they'll do it for you. They'll make you a drink with that. I wouldn't in my dive bar, Piggy's bar, I guess, for lack of a better term, the PigCake. If you have more creative names for piggy themed bars or PigCake themed bars, just women should not be there in a dive bar. Yes, other trendier dive bars and nightclubs where you're going explicitly for vagina and they're going explicitly for cock. I get that. But in a dive bar, or maybe you should come in and have to say that you're not looking for dick. You're not looking for cock. And then the men should also be like, I'm not looking for pussy. I just want to be alone in a place with my thoughts and my liquor, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Going to the bar by yourself is a slippery slope. Your friends can't save you when you're 15 shots deep and flirting with a whale. That's phenomenal. I guess this one, let me see what this topic is. I wrote this. What is this? Metro. Yeah, there's another one. A lot of these, obviously, if you look at my follows on Twitter, you kind of get an understanding as to where I stand politically a little bit, but I get these recommended. I obviously, the way Twitter's set up, you get things of both sides, but we could argue that this guy's a prick. Now, on the right, you might say something like, oh, you have immigrant, right? One of these people that are handed it all, and once they reach into your country and they get anything they want, and that goes to their head. Or you have the left that might say, after looking at a video like this, that it's a misogynist. It's just another patriarch of the patriarchy. And he's a rude cunt. I don't know. I think that he's a piece of shit. But what's this? Explain to me what's going on here. Sorry, man. I gotta reset the video. Whoa. Happening a lot in this episode. 171. What's happening here? So this big man makes a noise. They say this in Sweden, and you could tell by the just state of the women. Look at this one right over here. Oh my goodness. Well, you have the obvious, whatever this is over here. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Sorry, my bad. Just a beautiful woman, and it's just a girl taking the metro. She's probably the most breathtaking thing you've ever seen. For her, it's just Wednesday, but she could be a model in every other country, essentially. But this is apparently in Sweden. This guy says, "Get the fuck up, Swede," allegedly. Allegedly, that's what he's saying. But what is this? I feel would never happen in a place like this. They leave. He comes in, bashes it. He's pissed. And he just sits there like a cool guy. Oh, let me just sit here like a cool guy. And then the video ends immediately. I hate it when they end the video right off the bat. But alas, beggars can't be choosers here. But allegedly, he says, "Get out, Swedes," here. This fit. I hate this fit, too, by the way. It's a very New York, London asshole fit. Wow, look at that one. Oh my goodness, this one too. Gosh. And they're just there worried about this fucking idiot. God, oof. Luckily, women here are allowed to carry. They're allowed to carry here in the sunny, beautiful city of Miami, Florida, where you could have a what do you call this? A pew-pew on you. Concealed with no license whatsoever. But what is going on with that? That's just the worst shit. And the fact that I guess they got up because nobody else is going to do anything. Now, I'm not saying that I would, especially if I'm in Sweden and I see a crazy fuck, because I don't know the state of that man. And in Sweden, obviously, I wouldn't be allowed to have things on me. That would be defensive tools. But here, it's a different story. I feel like maybe somebody should have stepped up to that. And I know it's easy sitting down here for me to go, somebody should have stepped up. But just what the fuck are you doing? What is that type of man? What is that person? Is that just normal? Is that a regular occurrence? Because he obviously seems very well put together in terms of his hair. Let's see. He seems to have a fresh haircut. Yeah. Fresh haircut. I believe somebody in the comments mentioned that this is a very expensive sweater or whatever the fuck jacket. It looks pricey. He looks well put together. You know, he has a what seems to be a recent haircut. Earrings, maybe. Shaved. So it's not a guy that's homeless. It's not a fucking crackhead. Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. And I know somebody would look at that and defend it and be like, maybe he's just upset. Maybe he's just upset because the things that he has to deal with. You never know what anybody's deal with in a day. I'm sure that even at my worst, I wouldn't rudely tell women to stand up and to train for me so I could sit, especially when there's no ailment. He has no ailment whatsoever. God, ugh. Europe, that's a European mentality. We get bitched at a lot in the States because the running joke again is that we're dodging bullets on the way to work, right? We're dodging bullets on the way to school. And that shootings happen very often, which they happen, but they don't happen as often as people would like to imagine. But you guys get stabbed. You guys have this. You guys have a lot of this bit where you're just getting stabbed by random people when you're hitting the metro. So there's equal culpability in humans here. It's not just us with our guns. You guys have other stuff. And also the retardation of, we're just going to ban certain knives and that's what's going to make it different. No, that's not the way it works. If I put a knife, go ahead, stab somebody, knife. Stab somebody, knife. Please. Kill somebody, knife. Do it. Go. It's not going to do it. It's the person holding the knife. And the person holding the knife could use this as an instrument to cut a pack of cards open, in this case, a missing piece. Or they could choose to use it to stab an innocent tourist in the face. It's the person. It's not the instrument. Fuck. Some people use these for good, and most people use these for good, as a matter of fact. Same thing with a gun. Most people use those for good, but unfortunately, there's the bad eggs that really shit on it for the other ones. And a solution is not, let's just remove them altogether. You think the criminals are going to go, shit. Fuck, they made them illegal. I guess I can't carry it now while I commit robberies and crime. Fuck off. That's a boy, not a man, says Stu Batman. Maybe it looks like a 20-something-year-old individual, which at my age, I'm starting to see more and more. Hungary says, getting pressed by Swedish great value brand Drake on a train is crazy. Those women could have him into 3D. He's built like Spike Dudley, of course, in reference to a wrestling maneuver. That is true. That guy looks like he's way more bark than he is any bite. But even you don't want to have a woman deal with that. You don't want to have to deal with any of that. All right, I have to. I'm sorry. Just for the absurdity, I'm going to give you right here a pin. I'm pressing the pin of glory button. Thank you. Pin of glory. A pin of glory to Joey Charlie. With your first comment in, you come in hard. You come in strong. That just the surrealness of your comment made me giggle. So I'll give it to you, the pin there. That looks like the knife that broke into my house last night. Good job. Good job with that. This is also another trend that I see on social media. If you're like an attractive guy, you don't have to put effort. You go to a bar, you go to a nightclub, girls are going to be coming to you, right? They're going to be coming to you. It's not a thing that you really have to put effort. So when you see them make these cringe sort of trap videos for social media, what are you doing? What are you doing? These guys that I'm going to show you, they're good looking dudes, right? They look fit. They look well put together. And what is the need to do this bit that I'm about to show you where it's, oh, hey, I'm Chad, I'm Thad. You'll see it now. Let's see if we could go through these right here. I might not be able to play the music. Let's see what the music sounds like. Yeah, so it's a song that I can't play. But so a guy comes in, hot guy. They set up a camera. Could you imagine the bros doing this? Let me play the video first. Oh shit. Dude, it's him. Oh, the hat. He's so quirky. And then the guy comes in last, slow. And he's like, yeah, we're going to fuck you. We're all going to fuck you. You can imagine what the song sounds like here. What is the process for this? What is the process for this video? Hi, guys. Yo, what's up? Hey, you know what'd be crazy right now? If I set up my camera, guys, and we shoot like a really funny video. It's so funny, man. Dude, like, we'll just all come and like do like a little dance to the camera. And then we all come out at the end, like, boom. That's exactly how it was sold, by the way, to the group. And you know what they go? They all go, oh, yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do it. And they're all fighting to see which position they get. They want to be first or last, right? They want to be the first guy or last guy because the last guy is the last guy you remember. So you're more likely to remember Chad at the end. What the fuck is this? What is that? Oh, singing the song. Then the other guy comes in, waiting for his turn. Then this guy comes in as if you were waiting for him. As if you were waiting for him. He's like, hey, it's me. Hey, it's me. You remember me? Hands in my pocket. So cool. Then there's a crazy guy. He's the wild card. He's AJ from the Backstreet Boys with the hat on. Yo, a cowboy hat. Crazy. Yo, you're gonna you want to ride me like a cowboy girl? Yeah. That really adds a lot of value, I feel. That zoom in adds a lot of value. I like it. And then this guy comes in slow. You notice he's like they're all looking at themselves in the camera. He comes in slow like, yeah, you didn't expect to see me at the end, did you? Ha. Well, I'm here. And then everybody, yo, dude, that's crazy at the end how they all came back. That's so funny. We used to hunt We used to fucking hunt, my friends. We used to be out there gathering our own food, hunting and gathering, taking care of the cave, taking care of the misses. That generation of men, the reason they're there is because somebody had to have gone through war and trial and tribulation to get those men to that point. And instead of doing anything of value, and again, I'm saying this from a professional magician, they just come in home. Yeah, bet you didn't expect to see me at the end, right? Well, I'm here. Stupid. Why are you streaming so early? Because I might have things to do later. Ever thought of that, buddy? Ever thought of that, huh? Corn Pop? Corn Pop? Good friends with our current sitting president, Joseph Biden and Corn Pop. If you're not familiar with that meme. Missing a signature Birdman hand rubbing. Yeah, that's the other part. Yeah, I bet you didn't see me coming. I'm going to see you coming later, though. I hate dudes. I hate the state of that. And I hate the fact that that's a thing that I have to look at with my eyeballs. What's this? Toronto suggestions? Oh, this is funny. I saw this recently. And again, it shows you the differences. We get bitched at. As red-blooded Americans, we get bitched at all the time, again, for our laws and our certain things and our overweight, sort of aesthetic. But then you go to Canada, and Canada suggests shit like this, specifically Toronto, from my understanding. This is the way they deal with crime. Oh, let's not just nip it in the bud and grab crime at the source and be aggressive on criminals. No. Hey, if you want less trouble, here's what you should do.
Car thefts have become more prominent across the GTA, up nearly 25% in 2023 from the year prior. Now, police in York Region are out with a new safety tactic. Door stops have been handed out to some residents in an effort to prevent door kick break-ins to steal car keys. It's a move that has one Unionville family feeling uneasy.
So it's gotten to the point where they're actually just handing these things out to residents. That's, to me, shows that it's very high risk. I'm not sure if the whole street got it, but when I was talking to my parents about it, they said that they were handing it out to the houses that back up onto the park because they're more of a high-risk area.
Ali Galinsky says her family received the door stops along with installation instructions last week, just days after police went door-to-door in her neighborhood, handing out pamphlets on auto theft prevention.
It gives you some tips, like invest in an alarm system and security cameras, install motion sensor lights, keep your windows and doors locked, trim trees and shrubbery so there are clear views from the street, and don't post vacation plans or luxury purchases on social media.
The move is part of York Regional Police's ongoing efforts to slow skyrocketing car thefts in the region, an effort which includes community engagement and education.
Community Services was involved and created pamphlets and Faraday bags, as you've seen. Those have been dispersed through our community partners.
There's also updated advice for all vehicle owners, a message echoed by Toronto Police speaking at an Etobicoke safety meeting last month. Constable Marco Ricciardi had a new message for vehicle owners who keep their fobs in Faraday pouches.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door, because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else. A lot of them that they're arresting have guns on them, and they're not toy guns, they're real guns. They're loaded.
That's why Galinsky says they will be installing the door stops and taking YPR's advice.
What kind of retarded logic is that? Make it easier for them to rob your shit. If they're going to break in, they're just going to break in and kind of make it an easy bit for them. Just make it easy. Put the keys in the front. Might as well just put a mound of cash in the front. Let's just grab all the valuables, put them in the front so they could just grab it and not have to worry about it. And no, how about you stop the criminals? How about you not fucking have to have the public essentially be a cucks to the criminals here? Fuck. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here in thinking that's a stupid solution? Let me just put my little key fob. Just leave the key fob there so then they know to take it. What? So they can just leave you alone. Canada. I feel like Canada. And the bit is that they're so polite. that they'll even help the robbers rob them. Canada's telling the residents just to leave their car keys out front so that they minimize the risk of a break-in on top of the car theft. So now it's like, hey, why don't we just... No, I know. We're just trying to prevent crime. The crime is violent assault at your person. So the way that we prevent that crime is by encouraging another or by making another one a lot easier for the criminal. How about you just make everything a lot more difficult for the criminal? Is that better? Is that easier? Maybe. Maybe not. But none of them have ever changed a tire. Of course, talking previously about the Barnyard Boys in reference to the folks from before. You're supposed to tailor your streams around my availability, says Corn Pop. I'm sorry. I apologize. I always try with different times and shit, but I always realize that there's differences in time zones, especially outside of where I'm at, which is sunny Miami. So I always assume that we're just the center of the universe. But I apologize profusely. They're not toy guns. Yeah, they're not going to be toy guns. I don't know why you're saying that. Leave your weapons out front to prevent the gun battle. Yeah, that's the other part too. To make sure that you don't accidentally shoot the person, just leave your gun in the front of the door. So that way, you could be assured. And they just want to take your gun anyways. So might as well just give them a weapon. Make it easier for them. Canada's becoming fucked. I hate it here. I hate it here. This place sucks. This place sucks. They just passed a law that puts us in prison for life for hate speech. Now, again, you would look at something like that and you would think, well, you should, hate speech is bad or whatever the fuck. It's free speech. That's a slippery slope, right? A lot of people think, free speech. You could technically say whatever you want. I think you could technically be able to say whatever you want. However, if you're inciting certain things, if you're promoting certain things, that's when there's the law that should step in. However, see what defines hate speech. That's what's subjective. That's what's up to interpretation for whoever it is that's making the law, which is the worrisome part. It's that, what constitutes hate speech? If I say you're fat, is that hate? Maybe. Because you might consider it to be hateful because you're fat. Technically, if I call you fat and you find it hateful, it's because you are fat. I'm not calling you fat because you're skinny. So, let's see here. It's not to help people. It's to give the police less to do. I guess that's true, right? It's to give them less work. Oh, we're just going to do some paperwork for a robbery as opposed to a murder of 5 innocents. Well, let's go through here. This one there. Freedom of speech. Yeah, just watch what you say. That's the other part. I remember when I told my mom I was going to England for the first time. She goes, make sure you don't wear any shirts. She called it funky shirts. Of course, she meant any shirt that said show up with my dick tall or Pig Lives Matter, things like that I imagine would get me in trouble in a country like England. With no freedom of speech. But technically, we don't have freedom of speech here in the United States, you would argue. However, what we do have freedom of speech for is for me to point out these fat fatties. These fat fatties. What the fuck? I saw another one that I think I liked on TikTok. Could you explain to me what's going on here in the sense of anybody thinking that this is acceptable? Of course, you know that I'm talking about fat people. I also, by the way, another thing here too. I don't know why it's so low. I think it's their audio. It doesn't seem to be my computer's audio, but or maybe that they're far away. That's so fucking funny. The audio's so bad because the cameraman is far away, so he could see all of them, so he could keep all of them in frame. Look at this. Oh God! Cut the video earlier. Cut the video earlier. Fuck. You get that cringe. Look at this. You should have started the video right here. Jesus. What's happening here? Imagine the scent. Oh God. Earthquake. The earthquake that's about to happen. The pause. Look at the pause. Cut the video earlier. Sorry, later, fuck. Now, all of them aren't framed there, which makes me think that they handed the camera off to a poor cast member that had to record them. And of course, they leave their bags there because they thought this would be a hysterical idea. I saw a video the other day of, are you plus size and curvy and wondering if you fit on the Doctor Doom ride in Universal Studios, and you have some fat troglodyte just trying to squeeze and compress the machine that's designed for pretty much universal, for a universal body, right? You could be rotund, you could be big, you could be small, you could be skinny, and you still fit on that. It's designed to fit the majority of people. If it doesn't fit you, maybe you're the problem. Maybe. Ever thought of that? So I saw that, and I don't know. I just wondered what in the blue hell is going on. That's a thing, but I guess that does come with free speech, that you could technically promote things like obesity, and it's all good. Now, this is where it ties into the UK. This is where it ties into my favorite place, the United Kingdom. Sunny old England, as they say. They don't say that because it's always cloudy. When I went to England, I was immediately taken back by how there's no clouds in the sky. And it was only one day out of the entire month that I stayed there, I believe, the first time. Just, oh, look, there's a blue sky behind the clouds. And it doesn't always have to be just weird, cold, and moist. That's the other part. The air was just wet and cold. So you're just there doing nothing. There's no rain per se, but it's just wet air that's just there, just chilling you to death. My goodness, what a fucking uncomfortable place. But the other part that makes me uncomfortable at England is just not knowing the laws, especially for knives. I know that they just recently updated some knife laws over there. Obviously, all to cater to people that are criminals and not to cater to law-abiding citizens who carry knives. I carry a knife every day. I love it. I use it often. The bottle opener is something I use as well. But the knife, you wouldn't be surprised as to how often you'd need a knife for things. I was at my friend's house 2 days ago. They needed me to replace their air conditioner. I did it. The filter had it because I had a little thing and I used the end of this to pry it off. And I put the other one. So little times for that, packages and shit like that. So it's not all for people trying to rob you. All right. That's, I guess, the least of these. But no, they treat as if everybody is using these for crimes. God, so you can't even buy a Victorinox. I can't even have a Victorinox because that might be used for a crime. If I manage to kill you with a Victorinox, you deserve to die. There's no way. Especially the small pocketable ones. Well, they're all pocketable, but the really small ones that you probably put on a keychain. What am I going to stab you right in the jugular? What? All right. So I don't know. It's a stupid thing. This is another one. Another, I would say, retarded point. This got, where was this on? This is on Daily Mail, so take it again with a grain of salt. And again, it is an image. This could be fake. But the fact that I believe it shows you that there's some merit in this. Council fines roofer £300 for having an empty crisp packet and sandwich wrappers in his van because he doesn't have a license to carry rubbish. And here he seems to be showing this. I guess they're showing the picture, right? Let's click on this. Melissa Chen, who's a dime piece. If this is true, then nothing but a revolution is required. Throws crisp packets into the English Channel. I want to see the link here. Sadly, yes, the English so not submit to China as binary. That's funny. Here's, I guess, another point. It's non-binary. Father 47 finds loophole in council's strict rubbish collection by telling them his garbage is non-binary and identifies as green waste. That's ridiculous. But this, I wholeheartedly believe that they definitely have some sort of bit here. I'm sorry to show you the fat girls. Let me cover it. Is this correct? Is this real? Is this a thing? Have I been hornswoggled, my friends? Have I been lied to? Is the whole premise of this predicament, of this PigCast, a farce? Let me know. Let me know if you're from England and you happen to know something about this law. I totally believe it. I think it's a real thing. It would be funny because the cops over there are also very cucked. They can't carry guns or anything, so I don't know if anybody pays attention to them. But they'll definitely show up at your door and ask you if you're paying your TV fee or whatever you had over there. But am I wrong? I could be wrong, and I'll admit it. But maybe I should look up that, right? Maybe I should look up that particular article before I just show a picture of it. What is it? Daily Mirror rubbish fine. Let me see. I don't want to use precise location. Thank you. Can we do this? September 2022. No, show me. Show me the money. I'm going back on it. People be found in his car. Rubbish. I hate the word rubbish too. It's such a shitty word for trash and garbage. Oh, could you put it in the rubbish bin? Could you put it in the rubbish bin? Drivers can now be fined £100 if they have a messy car. So I found that on This Is Money, which is, I guess, another weird Daily Mail sort of copycat. Of course, I have to wait for my signal to come back on my monitor after resetting the video drivers. So this one is the one. Tough fines for littering take place today. This is 2018. I guess this is the most recent one. Let me look at the comments. I think maybe you guys will probably have a better take on this than I do because I live in the United States. America weather is nice, but the price is thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes. At least hurricanes, you could see them coming. You could be like, no, hurricane. Let me board up my shit. They say that most people stabbed or shot are done so by their own weapon. I guess that could make sense, right? I did stab myself. But if you are getting stabbed, I just saw one in New York where a girl was stabbing a dude, and then he shot the guy, I believe with his own gun. This ain't a law that I've ever heard of. We have 3 to 4 weeks of good weather if you're lucky. 1,400-pound hug. OBCD. Fat absorbs the sound waves. I just vomited in my mouth. Landscape camera mode for land whales. So I guess you guys are all talking about the fat ones. Fine for having a messy car. Do they fine garbage trucks? Who made that law? Helen Keller. Now, the thing is that I was in my friend's car the other day, and he had some rubbish around. And I told him that he had the car of a girl from college that I'd like to have sex with. Like, and I know because I've been inside college girls' cars that are kind of messy. They have like, I don't know, like a cigarette in the cup holder, like Starbucks cups, and they're hot. They're hot girls. So I told him that he had that car, and I figured that if he had that same car in England, he'd probably get charged for it. I did find this article for it. Let's see. Many Britons will admit that their cars are not exactly squeaky clean, from old coffee cups to chocolate wrappers, or spare hairbrush or magazine. It's easy to clutter up. Most drivers are not aware they could be fined for having too messy of a car. Last year, a 17-year-old learner driver was in floods of tears when her examiner failed her for having tiny pencil filings underneath the passenger seat of her instructor car. There's no way. That seems fucking crazy to me. This is like a tabloid sort of publication, a tabloid-like publication, so take it with a grain of salt. Before it began because the car was too dirty. I want to see the picture. Blackpool Test Center. I'm already off her side, by the way. I'm already not in her side just because she's from Blackpool. Of course, they don't show the picture of it. Oh, here it is. Okay. She had been waiting for months, but the 17-year-old was asked not to be named, has not just driven a picture of the tiny filings. So these are apparently the tiny filings that allegedly were too disgusting for the driver. What? So this right here, too much clutter in the car, including the footwells. Well, the argument would be, oh, if there's a messy car, it's likely that something could happen if you get into a crash. Shut up. It's disgusting. I don't want to see it. But it's going to be up to the people to fine you. It's going to be up to them. It's going to be up to them, clearly, what they define as trash or trash enough to warrant a fine. So I don't like that. I don't like that. Again, it's a very subjective law. Let's see. I'm in Florida. My Speedo right now, says Joey Charlie. Welcome. Welcome to the best state. I think it could be fine if there's too much rubbish in case something falls and gets stuck under. Honda del Sol. Then they send in the National Armed Guard for that incident. I would believe it. Fine for messy car. I think those are all my topics here. Let's actually see how sharp my knife is. Look at that. Look at that. Well, that wasn't that good. But I have been sharpening this regularly with the brand new thing that I bought. This Work Sharp bit. Although I guess because the creases in this, it makes it hard to cut when they're creased. Or when there's creases in it. So that's where that's folding. But it is relatively sharp. and sharp enough definitely to cut through this. Look at that. No effort. Wow, very impressive. But that's the show, my friends. That is the show. Thank you for watching today's PigCast. I might be here tomorrow. Who knows? I do have some activities that I planned for the weekend, so might not be here tomorrow, but I might be on Sunday. Yeah, maybe Sunday. We'll see. I'll let you know. But obviously, the most important thing, apart from purchasing my brand new deck, the Missing Piece deck, available now, link down below. The most important thing is
big fucking tits.
Big fucking tits.